Welcome to Moran's Rants, no advice on finance. Spin the wheel and take a chance. Get an NFT and a little education. The system got undertold, that knowledge is flotation. You wanna learn? Well, you came to right place. You're pumping AMC, might get slapped in the face. Get your due diligence, know who the villain is. Don't be a sheep when the shepherd's carnivorous. So come learn, laugh, and maybe you win big. And listen up, y'all, the wheel is not rigged. Everybody get a chance in the live chat. Kyoto spin wheel, you win just like that. Retail fight back and this retail winning. Y'all just wait, man, this is just the beginning. All fellow simians, GME group singing the truth. We just chillin', infinity pool swimming. So welcome to Moran's Rants. A lot of knowledge but no advice on finance. Don't even need pants, you can tune in naked like Henny the Mayo Man. Internet's most hated. Don't wanna lose your money, then it's time for you to listen. If you're ignorant, invest in AMC, a superstition. The stream about ready, they told us to don't dance. I do what I want. Welcome to Moran's Rants. 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 Welcome to Moran's Rants.
Derek says, you're going to learn something. You're going to learn something today. You're going to learn today. You know what you're going to learn, guys? So that was like Tommy and the Shindels, right? 2 songs by Tommy and the Boys. And the whole Crimson and Clover. So my dad, growing up in the Coachella Valley where we grew up, they had a band, right? Band. The whole family. All my aunts and uncles. There was 10 of them to start. 10 of them made a band. They were going to be the next CCR. The Mexican CCR, whatever they were going to be. But this was them right here. That's the shit they taught us when we were young. You learned something new, Derek. We could sound just like them. Oh, my God. I feel good. I don't feel good. You know, I got this thing in the back of my throat. Pause. Tony D, don't get excited. But that cough that I get every damn holiday, it sucks. And I can't get rid of it. Morantz. Wait a minute. Hold on. Don't take all my talking points. Holy shit. I hope you talk about the CME and had a glitch. While commodities, we're going to crush the market. We're going to crash the market. Sorry. Yeah. There's a lot of coinkydinks out there. We're going to talk about them, though. Glitch better have my money. That's really good. I like that, Roy and Titty. See? Now, Roy, now you're doing it, bro. Now you're doing it. That was actually a good one. I like that. I like that because, you know, I'm that man. Who sang that song? Bitch better have my money. Who was that? Was that Sugar Free? No. No, who was it? AMG? You don't know who AMG is? Hoes want to know my name. No? Okay, maybe it's just me. Silver, highest price ever per ounce. Pause. Stock, you got to stop this, Stock. You got to stop this. It's like, it's one of those things. You go, silver's the highest it's ever been per ounce. But compared to what? Let me explain what I mean by this. There was a time where silver was $40 to $50, right? And gold was $500. Gold was $400. Do you see the disparity between gold and silver? Silver is nowhere near gold. Nowhere near. I would say the gap between silver and gold is larger today than it was 20 years ago. Therefore, the value is not the value, right? Because the gap is so wide. That's why people come out and go, what's $10 billion cash? That ain't anything. Hell, I remember when, yeah, okay, good for you. $50 on silver is still very cheap for silver. What you have to think about is how much money is that per pound, right? If I got to transport silver, if I got to move it from country to country, it's going to be really hard to move because it's just as heavy as gold, is it not? Wait, a pound is a pound, right? Okay, good. So when I sell a pound of silver versus a pound of gold, what's the value? I'm just telling you. We got to be careful when we say things and we say, hey, they're comparable. They're not. They're comparable. It's the same, Morantz, really? I was looking at the average price of a vehicle for the first time. It broke over $50,000, a new car. And I was wondering, I was asking myself, well, how did they get that price? Where did they decide that that's the average price of a vehicle? Well, they took a make and model of every single make and model car out there. Like, there's cars in there for 125,000. There's cars in there for 30,000, and somewhere out there it averaged out at 50,000. Does that mean the average car is 50,000? No, not at all. How many of those expensive ass cars do they sell in the world? If we took it per capita, what's the average of the cars that are sold for the cars that are sold? A lot of Camrys sell, man. Give me the average of a Camry and an Accord, and we'll come meet you. I guarantee it's not 50,000. No. It's all relative. I'm telling you all this for a reason. You guys make the show. I just read the chat and I react. But it's all relative. Do you know why? Some of you know. Some of you know the way my mind works. Rants, I sold everything I had of SoFi to buy 320 GameStop at nice DM, low price. Okay, nice damn price, whatever, yeah. You know, we triggered today, I think the first common run up from silver, Troy, ounce, okay, 2021, $40, too expensive. I remember after Trump declared COVID emergency, silver hit $9. Wow. I still wouldn't want to buy it. I'd still buy GameStop. You know, I don't want to sit here and tell you guys that I was right. I don't want to do it that way. I just want to tell you guys that I was right. And I want to say it that way. But I'm going to say it a little different way. I'm going to say we were right. Okay? We were correct. And Dr. Michael Burry, who a lot of you guys know from the fame of the movie The Big Short, Dr. Michael Burry, who shorted the housing market when everyone told him he was outrageous to do it. He took the money from the Scion Fund, which he's in charge of. He's the general partner, but he's not in charge of it per se, like solely. And when he's directing that money towards things, he's told not to. The movie is pretty accurate. The book was accurate. And as of today, it seems as if he's going to tell the whole GameStop story coming up. And guys, shout out to him for shutting down his fund and managing his own money and then publishing saying, I'm going to short these two things because they're overvalued. Now, for the idea of being right, he wants to be right. And he wants people to know he's right. He's correct. Okay. Some people, that's their ego. That's what they live off of. Maybe he hasn't fed it lately. Maybe he's prone to the negative comments online where he reads things and he's broken. But Dr. Michael Burry came out and said recently that he was shorting Palantir and NVIDIA because they were grossly overvalued, and there was an accounting error that he found based off of compute usage and or the life of. As you guys know, EBITDA, the A, amortization, whenever you're factoring in earnings before interest, taxes, and of course, depreciation in value of things, of your assets, what are we looking at? We can look at buildings. We can look at goodwill. We can look at the assets and the life of them. And what I mean by that is if I bought an asset like a vehicle, if I had a whole fleet of vehicles and I bought them year one, by year 4, you would have lost 75% of the value of that fleet. So you can't call that asset at the value of what it depreciates at. And there's a rate, a going rate. And in the world of technology, that rate is escalated. Why? Why is the rate escalated? It's not that we're sitting on these chips that eventually will be used and this is the peak of it. No, it's because we're inventing new chips and better chips. AI chips, AI design chips, getting them from Taiwan Semiconductors, putting the best technology in them, and then thus making them obsolete immediately. This is a competition. This is a race. This is an AI race between the United States of America and China. And the United States of America is trying to generate profit and value out of thin air and not taking the correct route. Their whole ecosystem is to sensationalize and inflate value. Why? If this were the directive, if you didn't know how it's orchestrated, if you didn't know how the play was written, you couldn't write this play. You go and look at the World Series with the Dodgers, and you say to yourself, you go, man, Game 7, Max Muncy has to hit a home run to break Babe Ruth's record. You had to have Rojas fumble the ball, throw it at the home plate, get him out by this much. Blue Jays just blew it. You had to have Rios go up and hit a home run after hitting a home run in the last 4 months. Like the inevitable, yet the impossible had to happen for you to win. Think about this for your investment right now. Right now in this world that orchestrates events. There's an event happening right now that's just bigger than you can imagine. It's so big that we called this 5 years ago. Well, me, 4.5 years ago. But it's kind of, it's like if you don't have the vision for it, you won't see it. You ever seen these guys? These guys right here. These horses. They're like this. These horses go like this. Hey, man, I make money, and I make this much money a month, and this much money a year because I do this. And then what do you do with the money? You spend it, right? Okay, cool. That's you being like this. But imagine if you did this. You go, hey, man, I make money, but I make this much money, and then I invest that money back into me so that I can make more money. Right? It's a business way of thinking. Everybody's like this in investing. How much am I making back? What are your returns, Marantz? How much do you make? And I'm just going like this. I tell you this for a reason, because 4.5 years ago when I looked at this market, I saw a market going up and to the right. Valuations that didn't make sense, but still, they were telling me those were great investments. And I started calling them out. And I said, there's no way. There's no way the S&P could keep going. We were just at 450, 470, 480, and now we're at 600. How in the hell are we going to 680? How does it just keep going and going and going? And the earnings, the only way the earnings match, remember, because you have to have earnings per quarter. Whole S&P, the only way they have earnings, it's all based off of what people claim they spend with each other. It's just CapEx. And you go, hold on, cap expenditures are the reason why markets are going up? Hold on, this doesn't make sense. There's no real infrastructure. There's no real profit. I look at OpenAI today with Sam Altman, and the debt collectors are holding $96 billion of debt. How do they get paid? How does anybody get paid in this AI bubble? But why is the bubble happening? Why are valuations up and to the right and gone? I'll tell you why. Because you have to have collateral for this market. I'm not telling you anything brand new. Said this years ago. And I sounded like the dumbest guy in the room. I had so many people, the meltdown, everybody saying, what do you mean the market's going to crash so GameStop can rise up? What do you mean? How do you believe that? And while you're waiting for GameStop to do this, you're missing out on every possible play. You're missing out on covered calls. You're missing out on rockets everywhere. Why did you do this? Palantir's pushing. GameStop's not doing anything. Nvidia, monster. Carvana, monster. Everybody running up and to the right. And guess what? With everything running up and to the right, they have YouTube channels to match. They have headlines on Reddit and Benzinga and Motley Fool and CNBC and Kramer. Every Bitcoin bro is pushing. Everybody is against you and your GameStop position. I've been shadow banned for how many years? The only way we've grown this channel is be good old-fashioned grassroots movement, peer-to-peer, one voice to one voice, brick by brick. But what did I tell you? They're shorting this market. They're shorting GameStop, and they're pushing the S&P. Why do we know this? How did we know this? Because GameStop moves with the S&P. It's like really easy. It's elementary, my dear Watson. It really is. When the market goes up, GameStop goes up. What the hell? They're not in the S&P 500. Why would they move with the market? When the market comes down, people get real nervous because GameStop just stays flat. GameStop doesn't necessarily come down. You thought GameStop came down? Why? Because they were at 25, 24, and they went down to 20? So? NVIDIA went from 170 down to like $86, $91 in April. People were nervous. So let's think about this for a second. Dr. Michael Burry, who shorted the world, shorted the housing market when it could not be short, there was nothing he could do to get a swap against the housing market. He had to go to the banks and invent one. And they laughed him in the face and they took his money. He laughed last. After 2-3 years of paying premiums, the rating agencies finally getting on board and the world admitting that we're in a recession and this is the cause and effect. And now they wanted to buy it back. Cool. Well, Michael Burry shut down his fund last month. And he made an announcement. He said, listen, more to come, but I'm shorting NVIDIA and I'm shorting Palantir. The valuations are not real. He said, I will make an announcement November 25th, 26th. I'll give you more info. I'll let you know what's going on. Now, I don't know if he had dinner late or early. I don't know what he had going on. But I do know that his announcement after the fact was one that you'll remember for the rest of your life. Cassandra Unchained is Dr. Michael Burry. Dr. Michael Burry posted this whole thing that he read from 1999. He posted this 14 hours ago. I read it front to back. I loved it. I did. He said, my 1999 free to all. He's telling you what happened back then. But what he posted was this. He posted, remember GameStop? Bet you did not know this. And he posted a letter that he wrote to the board of directors because he said there's value here. We knew that. This is in 2019. The fact that Ryan Cohen bought in and Keith Gill wrote him a letter. Thank you for writing the open letter to the board of GameStop. As a deep value investor, I share your views wholeheartedly, especially with regard to the board's inaction over the past few months in the face of absurdly low price. It's absurd. It really was. But you know what? Look at the date, 2019. As you go through it, he then writes, it was complicated with GME. In some ways, it wasn't really done in quarter 4, 2019. It wasn't done. Ryan Cohen wrote to him, hope this message finds you well. This is as he's about to buy in, but not write the letter yet. This is the idea. Now listen, I don't think Dr. Michael Burry knew that the three people right here, Stephen Koonin, Jerome Davis, Gerald whatever, and Z Leva, whatever these guys were, they calls on the chairman and the board, request resignation of these 4 people. They wanted these 4 people gone. But I don't think that he knew what he was getting into when they named the new board of directors of James, William, Simon, and Reginald. I don't think he knew. But I hope he knows now that those were actual private equity plants as well. What's being said now And what was announced was that GameStop and Michael Burry is writing a tell-all story of the complete story of GameStop. Now, we got to read between the lines until he releases it, the Substack. If you read it, it was great. What he explained was that the value of certain companies like American Express, Coke, and he named one other one, Apple. He said they weren't given much value for a whole decade. The infrastructure was there. The pricing was there. The value was, but they weren't given the proper valuation. And you could have bought those stocks for 10 years and you would have gained $0, even though they had great business. Okay. Sounds very familiar to me. If we're shorting the top companies in the world, and this market's going to collapse because that is the economy, those two companies, amongst others, what are they short? They're only short GameStop, or they're short a lot more. They could be short a lot more. But I know what they're after. There's only one company in the position of essentially $10 billion cash and momentum. Now, I'm going to show you guys tonight, checkmate. It happened. It happened today. Let's go look at the chart. This is GameStop's chart. I know it's a gap up. I know how you guys feel about gaps. You don't like them. It's all right. But that is GameStop's chart. Curving out of the bottom of 1993, straight up. Now, on the weekly chart, that's what it looks like. It looks like a complete recovery from where it was. Now, this step does something to you, for you. I want to show you what a step like that looks like. Could be like this step, where we curved at the bottom, 995. The next week, we spring up, and if you don't know what happened into the run, then you're not paying attention. Now, earnings are happening. We have earnings in 10 days. But could our run go from like a 995 and then it had a run all the way to the top? Now, I know it says 64, but we know in the pre-market it was all the way up to 76, almost 80, maybe 80. But it was literally an 8 to 9x run on the stock. Okay. So we did 7, 8, 6, 7 run. Okay. I want to show you the same idea. That recovery from that drop, and it's happening right now on this bullish pennant, we're going to break. If this goes and breaks and we can get past that $32 headache of what is a warrant. You guys saw the warrants today? They were on fire. I'm sure you guys saw it. Now, I've got something else for you. Was it 80 flat? Thank you. Did anyone get the golden ticket back? Not here, not yet, but somebody did get it online. I think I saw 2 of them online already. But here's what I'm showing you guys. We're breaking out, right? We're breaking back. But we got something else going on. This is why I say we win. Or we just won. This is the options chain for today. Today, as it expired, we jumped up on options. We jumped up on the chain, and we finished past this point of 22. And because we held 22, we got an additional 20, almost 23,000 calls in the money. An additional. So we are now at 63,000 calls out of nowhere in the money. They didn't have that for us. What they had for us was we were in the 2005, 2050, 21, right here. This is where we were. But because we leaped up today, we gathered all of these calls in the money, way up here at the top. Could we have used a little bit more? We could have. We didn't have to push to 23, 22, 50. I mean, we grabbed everything. I think max pain was $20.50. Somebody said it at the beginning of the show, said, Max Payne, you're absolutely correct. But when you go and look at the total options chain, we grab the whole damn thing by the horns. That's what we did today. And when that happens, it starts that gamma ramp that we've seen before, and we start folding into these numbers. Right here, you're looking at the max amount that you can get here, and what you're looking for is a $22 call strike price. And guess what? We're already past 22, and we would get an additional 13,000 calls in the money. We're already at 22.50. We're going to 23, and that's going to grab all of this in the money. 20,000 more calls in the money, already 27,000, and we're pushing. You have earnings this week. Earnings on the week that is this week here, and you're already at 10,000 calls in the money before the week starts. So, you'd mean to tell me if I want to come grab all of these calls, all I have to do is finish off at $24. Well, I think earnings is going to get us to 24 plus based off of the momentum over the next 2 weeks. Sure, the next 10 days, absolutely. But I want you to look at the remainder of the chain. It keeps moving. The biggest time frame is going to be 25, 24 over here. You go to Christmas. It comes all the way back down to 24, 23.50 on the max out. But then January just opened up today. Look at January. January is all over the place. People don't know where to go. They're going to be at 25. They're going to be right here at 27. They want to be at 30, and then they also want to be at 35. Why? Why is it going crazy? The options chain itself. Now, the massive one, I believe, is the 16th. Here you go. You already have 100,000 calls in the money, 98,900. And all you have to do is come in at the low of what? $30. The strike price is $30. They have it planned out that way. But tell me why calls are all the way out to $125 on the chain itself. I'm telling you what it is. I'm telling you right now, this is your moment. If we're going to run and test, it's going to happen now. Okay? The start of it. I mean, I read the headlines here too. Why do you guys think that they would give you this headline for GameStop? These stocks are moving the most today. Alphabet, GameStop Strategy, Amazon, and more. Stock futures were halted by the CME Group early Friday due to data center cooling issue. Does that even sound real? Data center cooling issue. What kind of shit are we dealing with now? It is Chicago. You got a cooling issue. Open up the front door, kids. It's freezing. Now, I pay attention to a lot, like you. GameStop's performing. They're executing. People are around the building. Even in the cold, shout out to my boy Dynamite_41. Everybody was buying today. Buying GameStop merchandise. By the way, Sharon killed it, huh? Pimps? Look at Sharon right here, bro. Bam. Hey, looks just like me. Don't worry about it. When I had cheekbones, bro, I gotta get back to working out. It's hard to find all the momentum. Now, Moltres was the box for $159.99. Everybody bought that shit. Hey, can I show you guys something? I thought it was pretty cool. GameStop cards for sale. They're PSA graded cards on their website for Christmas. What do you guys think? What do you think's really happening here? Do you think they're saving up for physical power packs? They just did a Willy Wonka, but they got 23,592. How many cards are they going to start storing in their vault right now? I don't know. I sure like to find out. Some great deals going on at GameStop, guys. Don't forget about December 6th. Take anything to GameStop traded in. Look at that. Avatar, Airbender. I don't even know what all this is on Magic the Gathering, but Magic. Everybody plays. Buck Bunny, the cursed cartridge. People buy that now. There's a lot going on over here. I believe Battlefield Earth, right here, Battlefield Earth 6. If you go to GameStop, it's $35 flat. Available in-store and online starting now until they run out. From Black Friday till Sunday. It's $35. Go handle. please. If you read right here, Dr. Michael Burry says, he goes, GME, your recent tweet was interesting. Are you buying back in? He says, I'm in the process of creating a post to tell the whole GME story. Michael Burry, how do you know the whole GME story? What did I miss? What did I miss? I haven't seen you buy a share in forever. I mean, what's going on here? Or maybe you know that everybody's leveraged against GameStop. Maybe you're going to tell the truth. And if you want to tell the masses, you can. I don't know what kind of shitstorm you're going to get. Hey, you guys want to know if we're in a recession? You guys want to know if we're in a recession? Check this out.
Does anyone want to explain why shoes are literally just dying right now? I own a sneaker store and we've been struggling for the last couple months. And y'all can say, oh, it's because you overprice things. And I know what you're going to say. Oh, it's a Yeezy. You're overpricing it. It's $110. Retails like 2 something. Market's like 190. I'm pricing it at 110. It's brand new. An off-white lot dunk, which you haven't been able to get for 4 years now. Used to be going for $500 to $600. Market's like $400. We have them priced at $320. A shoe that's sold out, hard to get. A SB Navy 4. It's used, but $210. That's like retail. And then you have stuff that are like Jordan 1s, like these shattered backboards that just came out. We were charging like $170 for them or something like that, which retails higher. And then we got like Lucky Greens, the Royal Toes. All these things are going for well under retail, and we have them priced under retail. For example, like a yellow ochre, which is not even a bad shoe, is going for like $90 in the store here, which is crazy. Retail is like, what, $170? It's definitely an interesting time in the sneaker world right now, and you'd think that people would be coming to sell us their shoes too because the market's down. They just want to get rid of some stuff, but that's not even the case. We haven't had a lot of people coming to sell to us. I mean, last week we did buy a lot of shoes, but this week we're a little slow. So if you guys are looking to sell us your shoes or come and buy some shoes because you're looking to buy the dip, then please stop by 1049 East Imperial Highway, Placentia, California. It's Hidden Realm.
So if you actually read this and you listen to what they're saying, it says the sneaker market just collapsed and nobody knows why. The sneaker shop owner says that the entire market died overnight and the numbers are insane. Shoes that were $500 to $600 are now won't move at $300. Jordan 1s are sitting there at $90. Everything is getting dust on it. Does anyone want to explain why shoes are literally just dying right now? Let me tell you. Some kids out there, they're going to start telling you the truth about their shoes, about their life, about their bills, about the way they pay. And for a lot of us that have just been hanging on by a thread. I'm no different than you guys. I'm telling you how rough it can be for me too. I'm like you though. Plan out my life, plan out the time with the kids and the wife, and I make it happen. But I promise you guys, we have been telling you about GameStop and how the market's leveraged against it and how these blue chips are their collateral and they're going to collapse. I was asked today by someone, said, Marantz, can you really explain why GameStop, why do you pick it? And they'll never understand the idea behind what Michael Burry is actually telling people. Michael Burry is saying the silent part out loud. They're going to short this market. He's going to short the blue chips, and they are collateral against GameStop short. And if people can't read that, and if people don't know that, then maybe they're missing the whole story. He had a choice to post anything he wanted. 4 weeks after he posted, guys, I'm shorting Palantir and I'm shorting Nvidia. Only reason why Jensen Hung, the only reason why old what's his name? Alex Karp. The only reason why they went crazy online and in front of cameras and did the whole damage control because they were selling shares. But he could have texted anything. He could have posted anything. Michael Burry could have. And instead he said, do you remember GameStop? It's phenomenal. You missed so much, Ryan? You're okay. Shoe resellers take a credit over credit, and now the bills come in. I can order the same exact shoe from overseas that came, same factory, 3 times cheaper, and the shoe companies are charging. Only difference is no receipt from the box stores. You know what's the best part about it? I don't do any of those shoes. Bro, I'm not even wearing shoes right now. I'm barefoot. Killing it. You don't believe me? Come see me. Hey, I would be up here all night, guys, with you. I'm telling you what the charts look like. I'm telling you what's happening in the real time, in the real future. I will be back live tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a phenomenal show. If you are here with me tomorrow, we are doing a daytime show. I want to warn you now, if you are not a member of this channel, you might want to be. I am giving away tomorrow a Switch 2 with the game. I think we're going to do Mario. The Mario World Go-Kart Racing. Switch 2 complete. The whole set. Giving it away tomorrow on this show. We're going to spin the wheel. Everyone's going to be on there. And if you want a chance to win, feel free. I will be here. Now, if you want to win, you're going to want to be a member of the channel because members of the channel are getting put on the wheel. If you're not a member of the channel, you know what it is. People stop buying my feed pics, it's a recession. The wheel is back. I will have the wheel tomorrow, yes. I'm going to start it early in the morning. I'm going to get up and I'm going to start adding all the members of the channel to the wheel. If you are a Team 51, you know who you are. If you're a Team 51 supporter of this show, you're getting 3 spots on the wheel. I'm telling you now. And they will not be scattered. They're going to be together, so you get a little thickum spot on the wheel. But I have a list of every member of this show. I know every member of the show. I have it in the analytics. I will be spinning the wheel, Ozzy, because when Kyoto spins the wheel, even though it says it in the song, right? He's not doing it live. He spins it, and then he sends me the outcome of it. And he's very honest, and he's very truthful, and we've never had an issue. But I am telling you now that I will show you the wheel spin so there's no discrepancy ever. We've never had an issue on the show. We've always... Yeah, no, I'm with you. But we've never, you guys know we've always been on the up and up. For some of you guys who have won before, and we send it to you, we go that way. Thank you again, my homie from Cali, fishy friend, Aquatics. Bro, for being a down-ass dude that you are, you got a weak-ass name. Weak-ass screen name, I'm just telling you. Shout out to my boy David. I seen him in the DHS and in the Dirty D. What do they call it? West Drive? West Drive. My homies from West Drive. They know who they are. They're some good-ass dudes. But I don't claim anything like that. I'm just saying they're good people. They're not bad guys. They just want to make music. Other than that, be here tomorrow. What time? I don't know because I'm going to be romancing the stone, if you know what I mean. Hey, got to get with the wifey. We're going out. You know how we do it. But he loves being awake at the middle of the night and turning wheel. Yeah, no, he does not. But that's my boy Kyoto. You already know. Shout out to Ruben. Shout out to Stacks. Shout out to Hot this year. Shout out to Almo. Shout out to my mod team. You know who you are. Did I miss one? I think I missed one. Ravenstown. And maybe another. I don't know. I got a lot. Got a lot of mods that help me out with the show. You know who you are. Trove, my right-hand man, Trove. Trove is a beast. We're working on the book still. Trove. I'm back to normal. It's been so crazy, you guys. Oh, my life is crazy. But I'm kind of back to normal after tomorrow. So tonight I still have some more work I'm going to do right now. But starting tomorrow, I will have some real stuff going on with you guys. But then I can get back on track with YouTube and everything. My transition's almost over. I'm just doing a lot right now. My transition fully is not done until like late January, February. But there's so much going on in my life. But Thanksgiving was awesome. Let me take that time to tell you. I got all these paperback books for Connect the Dots. I have a whole bunch of them that are the first edition of the book, but I don't want to give them away because it's not formatted correctly. And that's what Trove and I have been doing. We're reformatting the book because when we did the first one, the publishing company did it a different way. But, I have the paperbacks in the other box over there. But you guys know Connect the Dots. You guys know the book. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make this crystal. It's gonna be awesome. Once we're done, and everything's polished, and I love it because we changed the name. It's still Connect the Dots, but we changed the header, the redesign. Like you guys don't even know how much work Trove put into this. Trove designed the book, right? Designed everything, and he designed a paperback. Outside, he designed the hardback. Like, he designed it based off of the sizing of the books. Like, everything you take for granted that you're like, oh yeah, it's just a book. Boom. No, he's doing it. And I'm thankful for him. And that's his contribution to this movement. Aside from thumbnails that he did in the past, or music that he's been doing for the last year, or his own show, you guys should watch it, Trove's Island. He deserves a lot of credit for GameStop and the movement that is, for bringing awareness in his own special way. People have all done their skills. You know, we had the real DMT use his rap skills and do his thing. We've had multiple people use their God-given talent to bring awareness to what this is. We got Derek, we got Freddie, we got so many other people on the outside, Sharon, Amber, you name it. And the Discord is packed. We got 1,100 people in the Discord, and they all have something to bring to the table. So not to marginalize whatever somebody's done, but guys like CXT, guys like Carter's Corner Pocket, another YouTuber you guys should be watching, Dynamite_41. There's just so many people, and I'm remiss to name them all because it's tough. It's tough to remember everybody. I know them. It's tough. If I've never given you a shout out ever, and you contribute to the show the way you do, or the Discord the way you do, it's not personal. I'm just human, and I probably just don't remember your name. That's just the way it goes, you know. I gotta do better. But I do want to say Happy Thanksgiving to the crew and everybody, and we'll get better at this. Play a song on the way out the door. I'm just very excited about GameStop. You should be excited too. Earnings are coming out. We're going to be amazing. It's going to be very nice. I'm going to be going over the 10Q for quarter 3 myself. I'm going to be going over in detail the last year's to try to find some dollars that were missing for this year. And so I can get some numbers, but there's not a person in the world that is going to be able to guess GameStop's revenue, margin, profit. Not a person in the world is going to be able to do that this quarter coming up. And it's not because Bitcoin is, at a loss for unrealized losses versus gains. It's not that. It's power packs. You don't know power packs. The impact of power packs. So, he said, them arms looking like grandma's flappy skins. Still like you, Morantz. Even if you stop working out. I did stop working out, but you're saying my arms are looking like my grandma's flappy skin. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, I'll put it to you this way. Like, if you were to, arm wrestle me, I'd probably break your damn arm off. Just because I'm like Popeye, bro. Swear to God. I don't know what it is. And I got massive shoulders. It's the whole engine. I know you're trying to talk shit, bro, but when I show up, you ain't saying that to my face. I'm just letting you know. Because I show up and I flash one where I'm like, yeah, I'm back. I'm big bad 5'2", babe. 5'1", I mean. I'm big bad team 51. I mean, what are you going to do? Oh, bro, I'd love to run into a guy like you. I don't know. Ask my boy Inkin All Day. Inkin All Day gives me the tattoos. Ask him if I'm a little guy. I'm about 260, bro. I'm about 6 feet, 260 army muscle. And you're going to say I'm flabby, bro? Nah, bro. The camera doesn't do me justice, bro. That's what I'm going to tell you right now. Oh, man. I'm still a fucking unit. What is wrong with you? Ah! Bro, you will walk away. Anyway. Hey, P1P is back. Just popped in to say thanks, Marantz. I put together some stuff to present GameStop as a legitimate investment to the board tomorrow. Wish me luck. Happy Thanksgiving. Bro, shut your ass up. Nobody gives a shit when you put some things together. Good. Put my name on them, bro. Say my name when you're in that bitch. Whoever you're talking to. Nobody even knows who you're talking to. P1P. Nobody knows. But nobody knows the trouble I've seen. This guy. He's trying to get me riled up. I'm trying to leave. Any over here. Indigenous strength is underrated. Thank you, Carter. Damn right. I'm out here. What did my brother say that one time? He said, I'll fight a bear. He says, I'll beat a dog. They don't have an epidermis. I'm like, what did you say? He says, they pants when they're tired. We sweat. We're different. I'm like, yo, bro, you're going to get eaten alive. I will not. I have Aztec blood. I'm like, what? He loves being oh, there we go. We're good. Hold on. Yeah, don't ever, hey, Casino Luck Crew, even if you win the Switch 2 tomorrow, bro, you ain't winning. You talking that shit about me and my arms, bro? I might just start working out arms again. I haven't done it in years. Hey, guys, I haven't really worked out and it's been months. I was really depressed for a minute. And you guys just don't know it because I hide it so well. I was just, and I'm still kind of that way. I'm really down right now, but I'm up. I'm down, but I'm up. The thing that helps me with my mask is GameStop. That's it. I don't care. People can judge me. There's days where I'm really down, and I might do like a video or two just to get a video out, and because I know I want to, and I know I need to. But those days, I'm just like, man, life's tough. Life is tough, man. Might take it right on the chin and you just do better. So, forgive me if I'm not working out and getting my body where it needs to be. It's no one will ever know the struggle that this investment has done to my body and my mind, and it has nothing to do with what other people deal with, because like the meltdown will never understand this, and other people will never understand what I'm saying right now. But I'm gonna tell you guys because you guys will probably understand. You see, it's easy if I were just to make an investment and go to work. I could just make an investment, go to work, and not care. Not care about the outcome, not care about other people's outcomes and what happens to them or the education. I could not care. I could just be like, I know the process. I know the end game. I know the result, and I know the who, the how. I know the why, right? But instead, we're doing stuff like this. And we're burning at both ends of the night. And we're making video after video after video. And we're just constantly battling mental fatigue and maybe real problems come floating in, and GameStop's a real decision maker for you. It is for me. Absolutely. But it's also given me a lot of freedoms and a lot of direction for what I want to do or what I should be doing. So it's a really hard thing to deal with, to be in the position that we're in as a group, Team 51. There's a whole group of us that really take this serious, and because it is serious. And the world will take you serious too. Now, one day, and I don't know if it's soon. If it is soon, great. But even if it were soon, even if the stock were to go from 100 to 200 to 300, would you sell? Some people will. Some people be, I'm done. I took the ride, whatever. And I'm going to be like, I'll sell 10 shares today, this month. Like just enough to handle the mortgage or whatever. Like it's not a thing for me to get out of. It's not a thing for me to claim we're at the end of the line or this is the victory. Because I just feel like it's a bigger cause and I feel like it's a bigger mission. And I think Ryan Cohen understands his investors better than most. I think he knows that we're ride or die. And as he keeps performing and executing, there's this phrase, the surgeon doesn't do the suturing. You ever seen them, right? The surgeon goes in there, he does his shit, and then he walks out and he goes, all right, stitch him up. And they just walk out. Because that's his expertise, right? Ryan is that. He's the damn doctor. Building websites, telling them how to do it, how to execute all this, but he's not the one selling at the end of the night. He doesn't have to post everything he does. He's a true genius. So I'm forever thankful that I fell into this. But for those of you that text me and write me Like, yo, Morantz, don't leave us. Morantz, you got to post more. Just know, if I could post more, I would. I'm never leaving. And I'm doing things to secure the bag. And as I secure the bag, people have no idea that me securing the bag is being able to buy more GameStop. All while still doing this. And I'm really efforting for this because I think it's what's best for my family. That's it. I'm not doing it to say I'm right. But we're right. Shout out to my 1995 Pee Wee Rajas. I'm up there. I was MVP. I'm in the top. I'm right there. Next to Jeff Webb. He played in the Kansas City Chiefs. Wico is over here somewhere. Wico, he sucks. My coach, he died. He died, a fat bastard. And then that's my pops right there. My whole life, my pops. Find out my wife's cousin was one of the cheerleaders. What the hell? Weird ass, small ass town. By the way, we were terrible. Team MVP. Hi. Yeah, no. Baller. Try. But yeah, I live in 8th grade, bro. I'm still, you guys over here talking about Al Bundy? Yeah, Al Bundy. High school. Oh my God, 4 touchdowns, Polk High. Nah, bullshit. 8th grade, bro. Indio Rajas. Get at me. I was 12 years old. Balling. I was a quarterback. And why I call my coach a fat bastard, a big ass bastard. No, I love my coach, right? He was a cool dude. But he used to step on my feet. He would step on my feet to punish me for shuffling up in the pocket. You drop back, you count 5 steps, and you throw that damn ball. And I would drop back 5 steps, and he would stomp on my foot so I couldn't move forward because I would shuffle forward when I throw. Taught me how to plant and throw out of fear of getting my feet smashed. And he would hit my helmet with a stick, make my ears ring. Shit's illegal as hell, bro. Kids these days, they couldn't handle this shit, bro. They be out there calling the congressman and everything. So, anyway. Did you get one of those power packs today? I did not. When it was time to get up for work, mind you, I had people at my house till like 11 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night, and dead tired. Everybody was here. We almost had World War IV up in this bitch because my biological mother showed up and my stepmom showed up. Let me tell you. And my dad was DJing, like the good old days. Yeah. My pops was like this. My name is Bennett, and I ain't in it. That's exactly what he said, bro. I was like, oh. My mom was out there, and I call my stepmom mom. My biological mom, I don't call her mom. No. But my stepmom is my mom, right? She's my homegirl since I was 3. So you already know. I'm like, Mom, what's going on? She's like, I don't know. But you better put on some gangster music because I'm ready to get gangster up in here. I was like, oh. My wife is like, baby, what is going on? I said, I don't know. Who invited both of them? What is this? It was wild, bro. It was wild. But it was all good. Cowboys won. That fixed all. So anyway, let me keep reading the chat. I don't believe you. You never forget anything. True. True, Cranky. I mean, I know who you are. It's cool. I'm down with that. I did not, but yeah, so I didn't get a power pack. I woke up this morning and it was kind of fresh, and I had to actually go to work this morning. I had stuff to do. So I had meetings all morning, all day. My meetings weren't over till about 2 or 3 on a Black Friday, bro. Rants. We have to have our discussion again. Who is better, Stanford or Dak? Matthew Stafford or Dak? Better quarterback is Matthew Stafford. That's not even up for debate. I would challenge anyone to tell you Matthew Stafford's in the top 5 quarterbacks of the last 25 years. My opinion. I think he's severely underrated. But I've loved him since he came out of Dallas. Earnings, there we go. Yeah, we're ready. Get a kettlebell. Zane, I don't like to hurt myself. My biggest thing is, guys, I don't like to get hurt. And then I don't like to be tired. So like when I go running and I'm out of breath, I don't like that feeling. I used to like that feeling. When I'm lifting and I got my burn, and I'm feeling the burn, I'm feeling everything, and I'm out of breath, I used to like that. I don't anymore. I asked my wife for a Christmas gift, and I don't know what I got to do. Like, who do I got to do to get this damn Christmas gift? I asked for a mirror in my room, in this room, because I said if I get a mirror, then I'll start working out. But I need a mirror, guys. I can't work out with no mirror. I just can't. I got to have a mirror to look myself in the eye and be like, damn, you got it, bro. Oh, get it. Just, I don't know. That's why they got mirrors in gyms. That's why I also need headphones. I need headphones and I need a mirror. If I got all that and music playing, yeah. That's my same issue. Who do we play this week? Nobody knows. Wow, best of luck. Truth is on your side. Ryan, don't be giving this guy best of luck. Pentian One Production, P1P, talking about he's going to go tell his board of investors about games. Like, get this dude out of here, bro. P1P's full of shit. This dude's been in my chat 4 shows in a row. Talking about nothing. You all good. Has to be Air Force. I don't know. We built like butchers, bro. Thank you, baby. My wife said my food's on the counter. I didn't know I ordered food. I already ate. Does anybody want to tell her I went and had leftovers? Bro, leftovers are good from Thanksgiving for like one day. Then you're going to be eating them for like the next 3 days. That's that dumbass. Now he's on GME's side. Thank you. See, somebody remembers. Thuck, you remember, Thuck. Okay, I don't know how to say your name, Thuck. Thuck is able, but you know exactly. If things go well, I'll give you credit. Shut your ass up. GameStop Power Packs Absolute Unit. I don't believe you. You never forget anything true. What a flip-flopper. That dude, yeah. If it goes south, I'm just going to say take it on the chin is what it is. Any man who encouraged taking it on the chin should be watching Tony De Niro. Love you, bro. You're a monster. Don't let me tell you different, bro. This too shall pass. Woo, biblical. Why the change now, P1P? You were in here the other day talking that masa. That's what somebody. I'm not saying this. That's what the guys are saying. Chris Mickshaw says Rams play the Panthers. Who are the Rams? Rams with it like Colorado Rams? Colorado State? What are you talking about? Panthers. Eastern Carolina Panthers or the Pirates. Maybe Pirates. The Lions suck. They piss me off. Oh, bro, we about to smash those cats. I know, but I have both QB and fan. Nobody plays fan. Bro, see, look, Mick Shaw. I have a big problem with people who play fantasy sports. The fact that you have time to do that and care about it. You should be studying private equity somehow, some way. I don't know. Morantz, Roaring Titty says this. I got laid off in February. Instead of getting depressed, I go to the gym almost every day. I didn't want to give depression a chance to duck that. Now I have a couple of things lined up. Well, congratulations, Roaring Titties. The one thing I've learned about life is, and I learned this from a good guy that I met. He said, "Life. I know that I can beat life because it's never beat me." Something to that effect. I'll tell you something though. If I had the energy to go to the gym, I still wouldn't go to the gym. But I am trying to find a reason to do the things that I need to do in life because it's like it never ends. And I'm looking for a sense of like, hey, this is where I'm supposed to be. This is direction. And I had that in September, but it all changed when I got a phone call. And I was like, whoa, okay. And then I got offered something I couldn't turn down. It was like that. So, you know what rings true in my head every day? So I'll tell you right now. What rings true in my head every day is Freddie Bauer. You guys know Freddie from the show. I've talked to him twice now, 3 times maybe. And Freddie said, hey, Morantz, be your own boss. If you can. And I can. And I can. But I was offered something that's giving me both worlds. be my own boss, and still have influence. And it was more than anything I could ever hope for. So I'm thankful. I'm trying it. I could walk away at any time. I'm not beholden to anyone. No golden handcuffs, nothing like that. Nope. Because if you know me, I don't live off of that. I don't live off of an income. I don't care what's coming in. It's where is it going? What's going out? How is it going out? That's how I live my life. And so everything, I try to take care of all my debt. Vehicles paid off, right? Like bills paid what I can. Everything's done. The only thing that ever happens to me is taxes. Because when you make a certain amount of money, California comes for you. Federal's easy. It's state tax. It's like, oh my God. But you got to learn how to manage yourself and manage your taxes. So I literally work just to pay taxes. No, it's okay. It's okay because when GameStop happens for me, it's going to happen for you too. It's going to happen for the world. And I'll have the final say and I'll have the final laugh. I will. But it's okay. It's okay to have a job to pay taxes. I mean, that's what I do. That's what I've come to a conclusion about. But I told you I didn't want to sell any GameStop shares to pay taxes. I told you that. And I didn't have to. Not this time around. We'll see how it goes next year. But I'm going to do my best. But Roaring Titties, I'm encouraged by you, man. I appreciate you. We'll see how it goes. P1P says, I never talked S. I just asked legitimate questions. Like I said, if the S goes well tomorrow, all credit to Morantz. If it goes south, I'll just another hit on the chin. No, you absolutely did talk nonsense. You asked the questions that were bearish to try to get people to get triggered in here, and nobody even cares how. Tell me this: what meetings are you doing on a Saturday after Thanksgiving on a 4-day weekend? Like, who are you talking to? What investment bros are you doing? Dudes that don't celebrate holidays? Well, which holiday aren't they celebrating? I didn't know. I didn't know what's going on. I used to work for a family, the Kaminskis. I used to work for the Kaminskis. You know what they would do? They'd work every national holiday in America. Somehow, some way, I'm off on Ramadan. On Yom Kippur, I'm off. Just saying. You're working on a Saturday? You're having a meeting on a Saturday. Can you live stream it? Can I get involved? Do you want me to do the presentation? You were serious about that? Let me tell you. You want to put me in there? I'll talk to the whole crew, bro. And I'll even put a suit on. I'll do it right here from the comfort of my own home. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Morantz, and I want to tell you about a great investment we get to all make called GameStop. I don't know if you've ever heard about the company, but it's a company that can go completely bankrupt tomorrow and still makes over $300 million a year off of interest of the cash, therefore making it the most successful business, not in the S&P 500, but it is a great business that belongs there. Feel free to go ahead and invest anytime you want to. I don't know what story P1P is going to tell you. I didn't know how he's going to influence you guys. Is he going to show nipples? Is he going to offer favors for investments? And what's he going to do? All he has to do is put a sheet down, and if you can do math, 1 + 1 = 2, well, then you know GameStop's undervalued. This is phenomenal, P1P. I've never heard anything. Are you some certified financial bro that I don't know about? Well, who's her? I started out in AMC and found your channel from watching you roast Tony De Niro on his channel. Now, balls deep in GameStop. Thank you, seriously. Oh, my God. Casino Luck Crew. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That's music to my ears, bro. This dude. What's roast Tony De Niro? What is that? Do we, stick a fork in him and just, rotate him on the fires? Cook him evenly, guys. He's a rotisserie chicken, that dude, that Tony D. It wasn't legitimate questions. It was, I was there. Thank you, Thud. You're awesome, bro. Huge encouragement. Yeah, thank you. This dude right here. Which question wasn't legitimate? Oh, I don't know. Let's first question. What's the number one name starts with the letter H? Jose. I still love that answer. It's the best ever, dude. It is the best ever. They go Henry, Hank, Howard, Jose. That's a classic for me. Honestly, I forgot everything you said. Wasn't wasting space. Thank you. MVP, awesome. Small world. I don't know. I'm reading the chat here. Should be playing Bruce Springsteen. Polk High 4 touchdowns. Better to live in your 8th grade memories than melt down over someone else's investment. Bro. I'm going to love when Fox Business calls Morantz. Oh, no. They'll never give me credit, bro. You don't... Listen. Everybody out there, just listen, okay? I know you guys want me to get like this recognition for all of GameStop in the world of us investing and the conviction I've had and I've shown you guys, but this is not a me thing. It's a we thing, okay? This is not about me. I would be more encouraged myself to see one of you get interviewed, not me. I want you to be interviewed. I want you to give the story of how you bought, how you held, how you got through it all. When your whole friends and family didn't believe in you, that would bring more peace to me than someone calling me and saying, Moritz, how'd you do it? No, who cares? It's not about me. Never has been. I didn't start this channel for me. I started for you. To invest to people, to tell them what it is. You know, when you run a company, and you become a leader in this world, just any of you guys, if you guys ever are in that power position to run a company, it's your most important assets are your employees. So you take care of them. That's one, feed them, hear them, listen. But the second thing is you have to remember that every answer is us, we, the team. You can't go in there and be like, I did this. It's all because of me. I've been around that type of leader before. This is my idea. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me. Things like that. And I'm a big relegator of, hey, we did this. That's why I give all the love and praise to Carter, to Trove, to Stacks, to Kyoto, to Almo, to Ruben. We did this. And so when I celebrate, we celebrate together. The interview I'm looking to do the most is with you guys as I interview you on Discord and you guys are all celebrating and crying with your families. I would love that interview more than I would a Fox interview. So I don't need it. I don't need Fox Business News to call me because you got to remember I'm still the biggest villain in the world. I know where the bodies are buried. I know how they do it. No one's ever going to be on my side. That's awesome. Always need some excitement. Just tuning in, watching from the beginning. Have a great weekend, Team 51. What's up, 51 crew? You know what it is. My friends called me crazy when I called Stafford elite when he said he was playing on the Lions. Now the world acknowledges the greatness of the Lions before. No, I loved them before that. I loved them way before that. When he was on the Lions, I loved him because he was throwing for 5,000 yards with nobody. And there you go. But I've always been his buddy. The story of the movie 300, the Polynesian Warrior, whatever. Yeah, I got that, dude. Thusid. Yeah, Thusid. Is that what it is? That's cool. Remember when Roaring Kitty was in your earnings stream, Rants? The Great Ape. Yeah. I remember when the fake Roaring Kitty was in my stream. Some people think it was the real one. I'm going to tell you it wasn't, but it's cool. It's always been cool. Why is GameStop going to the moon, though? It's just another retailer. It might go to 40 or 50 or maybe 60, but how does it go to 1,000? There's a good question. There's a good question that deserves an answer. Bro, we're not going anywhere. I don't care what time it is. Wow. Okay. Well, here we go. This is a great question. Oh, excuse me. Okay, made a copy. Print this. Boom. All right, so there you go. I put a post in there, and it's in the chat. And Brain Fried Fish, BFF, is asking me, why is GameStop going to the moon? That's the first question. Why is it going to the moon? One, it's going to the moon because of investors like us that believe in it, that invest in it, that hold. And Ryan Cohen, leadership. And the leadership team that doesn't take any pay because they understand the value of this company and they want to give you incentive to do better and do the right thing. The short is one thing. There's an extreme short position on it. Yellow Mellow, you're in the chat. Yellow Mellow, you're up. What's up, Yellow Mellow? You're up, bro. What's up? You gotta unmute your phone. Your phone's muted, and I'll talk to you. Let me know when you unmute your phone and you're in, okay? You just start talking the minute it's unmuted. I'm still going. So it's just another retailer. That's what you wrote. Oh, so why is it going to the moon? I was telling you right now, it's us, leadership. It's short, about 66 million shares right now. It actually increased on the short, believe it or not, at $20 a share. That's phenomenal. Whoever's dumb enough to short it at 20, they deserve what's happening to them today. But you said it's just another retailer. That's hilarious. It's not just another retailer. GameStop makes around their annual profit is around $500 to $600 million a year. That's their profit for this year and next year as well. Like that's what they'll be averaging, $500 to $600 million. And at a 25 PE ratio, that puts you at $15 billion for value. $15 billion for profit. $15 billion. Now, when you throw on the $10 billion of assets, which is cash, the bulk of it is cash, the company's worth $25 billion. Just a simple number. But that would then in turn put you in the S&P 500. And then the ETFs and the index funds that trade off of that index would have to have an allotment, a percentage of shares owned. And how do they get shares? They'd have to go to the market to get the shares. And how are you ever going to get them? You can't. The volume hits this stock. What does it do? It ricochets and goes to the moon like always. So that's why it's so special, because it's completely owned by the people. And as we completely own this thing and we keep investing and we keep it, increasing, I would give you this. What was your total of GameStop shares year one? When the markets were booming and this damn stock took off and it halted and whatever, 2021, at the end of 2021, what was your share count? Whatever it was. Go fast forward 4 years later, where are we at today? Me, I'm 2,000 shares more. I'm 5x my position more. It was $12,000 year one, and now it's almost 60,000. Yeah, 5x. Think about it. I haven't wavered off this investment. I just keep going. So let me ask you. Is it just another retailer? They invented websites, powerpacks.com, a whole new engine to make money. They've executed better. They've increased their margins, literally their margins by 1,400 basis points. Like, it's that crazy. Free cash flow. The cash went from $500 million to $10 billion. Let's think about that number. GameStop makes $600 million a year, $500 million a year. How many years would they have to be in business before they make back the amount of cash they carry? They'd be in business 20 years. That's how far ahead they are than any retail company. How the hell do you have as much cash as Costco and Walmart and Walgreens? How? Companies like Palantir, they get a $500 billion valuation, dream to have GameStop's cash, and they can't. There's a lot going on here that no one's giving them credit for. Just another retailer is such a slap in the face when everyone's against you and you find out that you're not just another retailer. What do they pay their CEO? Zero. What do they pay the board of directors? Zero. What do they pay the CFO? Zero. What do they pay anyone? Zero. Why? Because they're not just another retailer. What other retail company do you know doesn't have to advertise and pay for it? They pay for graphic design. That's what they pay for. But then they get to go post. You know what's phenomenal about Ryan Cohen? He does recruitment. I come from the world of recruitment. Do you know what it costs you to fill a position in any industry? And I challenge any business owner to tell me different, but the average price to fill a position is 1 month's salary of that same said position. So if someone's going to make $100,000, it's going to cost me $10,000 to recruit that person. You don't think so? Advertising, training. You're going to interview. You're going to spend all your time to do it. You're going to put all that training into that person, and they're going to, in turn, they're going to get that position and they're going to rock it. But it's going to cost you about $10,000. I know because I've done it for so many years. Not only did I do hiring for so many years, thousands of employees. Additionally, I've done the advertising for the hiring as well. So when you see Ryan Cohen tweet out and say, I'm hiring somebody, JavaScript, #1 dude, let's go. Hit me up if you're serious. That's free. That's free, man. People don't know the value of that. This guy right here, BFF, has no idea what GameStop is. What's $1,000? Think about it. Here. I'll brainstorm it with you. GameStop's at $1 billion, at 448 million shares, basically. And if they're at $1,000 a share, that puts them in a market cap of 448 billion. You say, well, it can't be worth that, can they? Well, I saw Palantir worth 448 billion, and then I see GameStop 448 billion. GameStop has $10 billion cash, almost 11 after the warrants are all done. So I just call them 11 billion. Palantir has 6. GameStop's almost double their cash. How many years is it going to take for Palantir to get $6 billion more dollars? Well, according to free cash flow and what they're doing right now, it's going to take them an additional 5 years minimum. Minimum. They're a half a decade behind GameStop, yet their valuation is above GameStop's. Are you tracking? Because by the time those 5 years pass, GameStop's $10 billion, $11 billion of cash will have made more interest, and they also have earnings where they're going to make 600, 700, 800 million more dollars a year. They get to scale off of this. Well, these guys do what we call mark-to-market accounting and front load all their contracts. It's not a real scale, but I'll let somebody else tell you that. They're reliant on the whole company, on the whole market, on the whole government, the AI dollars, but yet GameStop has a trend and a scale. One's at the bottom, one's at the top. They're valued at 448 billion. Why are they not? Oh, they're in different sectors. They're not in the same. This is a consumer discretionary stock. It's a retail stock. It's nothing normal. No, it's not. It's not normal. It's way different, isn't it? When the numbers, I could take away the titles, and I could just give you fundamentals and numbers, and then what would you say? You would buy this one every day of the week, and or for the same value. So is it worth 1,000? If GameStop's not worth 1,000, then we know Palantir's not worth 200. That's what you got to remember. And I'm just picking one example. We've done so many over all the years. But you want to see it run? It's going to run. And the theory is that the market is long because people are short GameStop. It's a theory. Michael Burry's writing about it. I already been telling you about this for 20 years. At least that's what it feels like. And when it all comes out, BFF, you're going to be the guy wishing you would have bought in at 20 and not 200. Rance, thank you for the show. Do you know what those candles mean? Low 3 and high 2284 on the aftermarket. Candles. I mean, I don't pay attention to candles. These candles here? Well, aftermarket, right? Is that what you said? There's some big candles. Yeah, I mean, I don't really care. You know what makes me laugh? Is like people will do this. Don't worry, I'm not even showing you guys. I'm just looking at it. People do this this thing where they go, GameStop trades in the dark pools. AMC trades in the dark pools. Marines, talk about it. I'm like, you guys are all stupid. How many of you guys on the internet that want to complain about where things trade or whatever, trade on commission-free platforms? Where'd you expect your trades to hit and land? You're on a commission-free platform. They pay for the order flow. PFOP, payment for order flow. So they pay for it. They get to direct where it goes, and they scalp a couple of fractions of a penny off of every trade. So what does that have to do with the fundamentals of the company? Well, you guys worry about stock price for the moment, for the day? Go sell, dude. Just get your asses out of my way. People make me sick. Good to see you, full of energy, bro. Have you been to Dr. Burry? Love you very much. We did talk about it, Marcelo, so in the beginning, but I'm a firm believer. It will go to 1,000 because Kramer has a price to pay. They all do. I know if I didn't go to the gym, I'd be a mess right now. I needed to be mentally tired in order to not be depressed. Losing my job has made me a better person. It always does, Roy. It makes you stronger for the comeback, brother. And I wish you the best of luck, and I'm on your side. There's no Thanksgiving in Canada around this time. Oh, P1P, you're in Canada. Black Friday weekend, let's have a meeting. P1P is Canadian. Man, you give us honest Canadians a bad name. There you go. Here we go. It doesn't stop here. It's not bearish questions to ask the deeper questions on a stock like GameStop, where the story and value goes beyond simple spreadsheets like most stocks do. No, you're wrong. You're wrong. Did you not watch my video where I said why I invest? Like, did you watch it? Or are you just saying you watched it? Some of these fans here don't watch every video, so it's fine. Value investing is half the equation. It's not the only thing in the equation. For a lot of the time, I get wrapped up in value, but I should because I'm a decade investor, so I understand the value. But the markets won't ever see it that way. They don't need to. I don't need a market to correct itself for me to get value. I know what the value is. When I get paid on that value is neither here nor there. The fact that I have no time horizon makes me unbeatable. That's the fact. Half the guys who are trading for gains and trading for to post a screenshot, those guys are going to lose every time. I'm never going to lose. It's just not possible. I've always asked myself, am I patient enough? Or am I antsy? Or am I jumpy? Hell no, dude. Come on. I buy and I just sit back and I chill. But the spreadsheets are absolutely what you want to pay attention to. But what are the other factors? Mitigating factors. Bonds. Who owns the bonds? What are the covenants? Who owns all the debt? Who really leverages GameStop? And if they do, to whom? And for what reason? Those are the things that we've learned over all these years. People will invest for charts. They'll invest for momentum, and they'll see MACD cross, and they'll be like, oh, here we go. We're ready to go. It's going green now. Yeah, for a small movement, but that's not the company. I'm paying attention to the company. So do your best. But P1P, you have no idea what you're talking about. P1P will take credit for the good when it goes good and blame it when it goes bad. No, it'd be like, I knew it wasn't going to work. I already knew it wasn't going to. No, I already knew it. I wasn't even counting on that because I already knew that our approach was all wrong. But it was good practice. It was a good experience. You know, a little bit more Morantz, a little bit less me. I think I'll get it right the next time. But I knew we weren't going to get them convinced to buy more GameStop. I just knew it. When they buy more GameStop, oh, there it was. We finally broke through. We got the ice going. Yeah, I know guys like you, bro. Swear to God, P1P, trash. Who was it loaned GME that much, 0% interest? We don't know. But Jet, think about it. If it's a GameStop homie, we're going to be okay. Did you invest in Palantir at $6? No, but Almo did. I don't invest into other things. I only invest into GameStop. So don't ask me. You see, it's the second question you've asked that was stupid, BFF. The second question you've asked. You see, because people don't invest into things at the bottom and they run, you would say to yourself, oh, but you missed out on that run, or you could have bought more GameStop if you would have sold, or you're one of these guys. I don't have time for these Monday morning quarterbacks, these guys who replay it. You know what? I can tell you, BFF, if you would have asked that girl out on a date, she still wouldn't go out with you. If you would have asked her if she wants to go home, or if you would have asked her for a dance, she still would have said your breath smells like dog shit. She still won't go out with you. Bro, that's you. You're a natural born loser. We get it. Me, I'm a winner, like everyone else in this chat. We bought GameStop at $20, at $40, at $200, at $400. Doesn't matter where we bought it. All we did was buy it. We've been share accumulation forever. What you're going to do is you're going to be writing messages in this chat for the rest of your life. And it's going to be saying, damn, bros, I wish I would have bought at 60. I wish I would have bought at 40, even though I thought it was never going there. That's going to be you. Don't worry. I know a whole bunch of guys like you. There's a guy out there named Zero Data who talks just like you. Doesn't have a clue. How many guys I got to talk to? Martin Scarelli? Clueless. Like you. Bill Pulte? Clueless. Like you. Tony De Niro? Bottom feeder. Like you. He announced today that he bought GameStop warrants at the absolute bottom and is now up. Oh, God. God. You know I bought them at the bottom? Sure you did. Fucking clowns, bro. Cleaning up tailgate at MetLife from the Bosco St. Joe's game. Oh, cool, man. I asked you about to buy back-to-back in 2 months ago, and you didn't agree with me. I asked you about to buy back 2 months ago, and you didn't agree with me. Do you see good reason now for Michael Burry mention his idea at the email? Okay, I don't know what the hell you're typing here. Type it again. Gustavo, whatever. And get it right, bro. Because if I read this again, it sounds like I'm an idiot, like I don't know how to read. Hold on. I asked you about to buy back in 2 months ago, and you didn't agree with me. No, I don't agree with you because I don't know what the hell you're saying. I don't know English at this level. Do you see a good reason now after Michael Burry mentioned his idea at the email? What the hell are you talking about? I don't understand. My day started at 7:30, probably ending at 1 a.m. Yeah, I'm with you on that. S&P 500, baby, you know it. Discord pinned to the top of the chat. You know about that, Marantz? Yes. Makes more than Walmart. Yes, we do. What's up, Marantz? Just hopped on. Have you talked about the warrants today? Had a 20% green day. Just wanted to get your thoughts. No thoughts. I already told you it's like anything. When GameStop's going up in green to the right, volatility comes setting in. So, yeah, warrants are going to run. A lot of you guys have a lot of warrants. I hope you guys do well. I'm hoping Derek cashes out massive on warrants. That's who I'm really pushing for. I'm pulling for. Does GameStop have government contracts? I know bait when I see it, bro. You're a masturbator. I know you are. So here's what I'm going to do for you. Okay? BFF, I'm not going to deal with you anymore the rest of my life. You're going to be lonely on the internet, bro. You're going to be watching me on mute because you're not going to be talking in this chat. Government contracts. Yeah, they got one. Media silence about Dr. Burry mentions GME is funny. Oh, they can't. They can't be like, oh, they'll say, Michael Burry says he's going to shorten video in Palantir. You guys, this is big news. This is great news. Michael Burry said GameStop is not over. Who? Who? Chuck Berry? Oh, my God. Rock and roll's so good. You know, when we went to the moon, or when we sent out the Hubble telescope, we put a golden record, a Chuck Berry CD album. That's what we did. Is it Chuck Berry or is it Dr. Michael Burry? Oh, Burry. I thought you meant Barry. Chuck Berry. My bad, bros. I get confused. Michael Burry plays the drums. Chuck Berry, he plays the guitar. Oh, yeah. My bad. Oh, BFF. Oh, man. What are we going to do with this guy? That's a hell of a cough you have there. Holy shit, this guy is... All right, yos. I'm going to get going with the great Dr. Michael Burry. Telling you, GameStop. It's going to be real good, y'all. I'll see you around, millionaires. Peace. Oh, my God. He meant buybacks. Holy hell. Cut the music, bros. He meant buybacks? Do I think buybacks are a good idea after Michael Burry said it? No, I don't think buybacks are a good idea. I think cash money. Cash money makes the world go round. I don't care about the share price going up. I don't care about shrinking the flow. No, that's what day traders care about. That's what investors of funds care about, like Michael Burry. No, I'm a real boy. I'm a real boy. Hey, Bob Stewart, how you doing, bro? Marantz, go to your local Chinese herb shop and get something called honey lotus syrup and take a few teaspoons a day. We'll stop the cough. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. Hold on, bros. I'm willing to try anything right about now. What was this called? What was this called? What was this called? Hold on. He said, first off, who's a local Chinese herb shop? Where the fuck does this guy think I live, bro? Yeah, you know where I live? This dude, honey liquort syrup. I might just order this shit online, bro. Anyway, what was this guy? P1P? P1B. I'm thinking about you, but you ain't the one. BFF. Hey, BFF. Can I tell you something? Bob Stewart, thank you for coming to lead us. I don't know if you know all the guests that Tony De Niro has on his show coming up lately. I don't know if you guys know their names, but once you guys hear their names and you know that they're true guests of Tony, and I thought they were jokes at first, but Tony was saying that he wanted to interview more people. And then he said, well, Markets with May didn't want to return his call, and that it's Christmas time. And then he had a guy by the name of Gabe Horn. I don't know if you know Gabe Horn. Tony says, me and Gabe Horn, we're going to be doing our thing. And Master Lauren came on the show, and he said, there's a guy named Hugh Jass. Hugh Jass was a cool guy. So Gabe Horn, Hugh Jass, Mike Hawk, you know them. You know Jenna Tolles. You know, I think it was Holden Tudix. Yeah, last name is Tudix. First name's Holden. I actually like the name Holden. It's from Catcher in the Rye. But he was going to have on his show Holden Tudix. It was a cool guy. And then Bud Holhertz. And I didn't have a problem with Bud Holhertz, but I didn't know. And then the last one for Tony De Niro, a dude by the name of Lou. And everybody wants Lou. You guys all want Lou back, but last name was Sassel. So Lou Sassel, I guess he's a good guy. Tony was excited to meet Lou Sassel, and I was all for it. So shout out to Tony D with his new crew that he's talking to. Shout out to the new Lou Sassel, amazing man, and you guys know where to find me on the other side of the tracks. I got to get going. Appreciate you guys so much for hearing me out. And for hanging out with me. But I don't know what song I want to play on my way out the door. I got to get ready, man. I mean, I could play one of these, these good club songs for you, but you know what it is. GameStop, can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. I'll see you around, millionaires. And
they keep coming back.
to go take off. Wife just told me she wants to go out tomorrow, not tonight. So a little bit more TFT for me. But P1P, just a shout out to you, man. Put you in timeout, but it's okay. You're not hated. You're loved. You remind me of a guy who drinks at the end of the bar by himself. And or maybe you're a Hot Topic security guard. I don't know. I don't know what to believe whenever I see dudes like you, but whatever you need, bro, we got your back. Everyone else, GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. These guys said I had flabby arms, bro. I'm going to go work out tomorrow because we know I don't have the energy to work out tonight because I'm going to start dancing like Trump, bro. Rants. We need to do a poll in Discord who the top 7 haters of GameStop, then do a Family Feud live and let people guess. Yeah. What's up, Mr. Fox? Been a while, bro. Tomorrow's the day. Don't forget about the show tomorrow, guys. A free Switch 2 and a free Chromatic will be given away live on the show. You don't want to miss our live stream tomorrow. You will enjoy it. GameStop. Can't stop. Won't stop. GameStop. I'll see you around, millionaires. Have a good night. Peace.